This is how the Lion King really became a legend. The untold Lion King story. In the heart of the African savannah, a lion cub named Simba was born into the royal family of Pride Rock. From the moment he opened his eyes, the world seemed to whisper one word: destiny. Simba was destined to be king, a role filled with responsibility, power, and the weight of tradition. But what does it mean to truly be a king? This question would shape Simba's life and the legend he would become. What did Simba desire? Simba wasn't just a lion cub, he was a dreamer. From an early age, he longed for the day when he would ascend the throne and rule over the Pride lands. The idea of being king filled his imagination with visions of grandeur, leading the animals, roaring commands, and basking in the respect of all. But his youthful arrogance and naivety blinded him to the sacrifices and wisdom true leadership demands. As a cub, Simba would often climb the tallest rocks, overlooking the vast savanna, imagining himself as the ruler of all he surveyed. He thought being king meant doing whatever he wanted. His father, Mufasa, a wise and noble ruler, often reminded him, "Being king is not about what you take, Simba, but what you give." When did Simba's journey begin? The turning point in Simba's life came on a day that started with laughter and ended in tragedy. Encouraged by his mischievous Uncle Scar, Simba ventured into the dangerous elephant graveyard with his friend Nala, despite Mufasa's stern warning. When hyenas attacked them, Mufasa arrived just in time to save them. That day, Simba learned about fear and the weight of his father's protection. Shortly after, tragedy struck. Scar, driven by envy and hunger for power, orchestrated Mufasa's death in a wildebeest stampede and blamed Simba for it. Racked with guilt and fear, Simba fled the Pride lands, abandoning his destiny. Scar seized the throne, plunging the kingdom into darkness. Simba's exile marked the beginning of his transformation, a journey from a frightened cub to a reluctant hero and eventually a legendary king. Where did Simba find himself? Simba's escape led him to an unfamiliar jungle paradise, where he was discovered by Timon, a witty meerkat, and Pumbaa, a warm-hearted warthog. They taught Simba the carefree philosophy of Hakuna Matata, no worries. For years, Simba embraced this new life, pushing aside his past and the responsibilities he had left behind. But no matter how hard he tried to forget, the call of destiny remained. Night after night, the stars above reminded him of his father's words, "The great kings of the past look down on us from the stars." So whenever you feel alone, just remember that those kings will always be there to guide you. Simba's turning point came when Nala, now a fierce and determined lioness, stumbled upon him in the jungle. She begged him to return, describing the suffering Scar had brought upon the Pride lands. At first, Simba resisted, paralyzed by self-doubt and guilt. How could he face his past? How could he be a king when he had failed so miserably? Why did Simba return? The answer came from the most unexpected source: Rafiki, the wise old baboon. Rafiki found Simba and reminded him of his true identity. Leading him to a reflective pool, Rafiki urged Simba to look beyond his reflection. "He lives in you," Rafiki whispered, referring to Mufasa. At that moment, Simba felt his father's presence and realized that his past did not define him. It was his actions in the present that would shape his future. Simba returned to the Pride lands, now a desolate shadow of its former glory under Scar's reign. With the support of Nala, Timon, Pumbaa, and the lionesses, Simba confronted Scar. In a dramatic battle atop Pride Rock, the truth of Scar's betrayal was revealed. Fueled by the love of his family and the hope of his people, Simba defeated Scar and reclaimed the throne. How did Simba become a legend? Simba's journey from a naive cub to a courageous king is what solidified his place as a legend. But more than his bravery, it was his ability to learn from his mistakes, forgive himself, and embrace his responsibilities that made him a true leader. He restored the circle of life, bringing balance and prosperity back to the Pride lands. Simba's story isn't just about a lion becoming king. It's about resilience, redemption, and finding the courage to rise after falling. He proved that greatness isn't inherited, it's earned through trials, sacrifices, and an unwavering commitment to others. And that's the untold story of how the Lion King became a legend. Simba's journey teaches us that no matter how far we stray, we can always find our way back to our true selves. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more fascinating stories and theories. Let us know in the comments which part of Simba's journey inspired you the most. And share this video with friends who love the Lion King as much as you do. Stay tuned for more untold stories and theories. Until next time, remember, the circle of life always turns, and every story has a lesson waiting to be discovered.